check out IG Vault for the cheapest NBA Live mobile coins. Click the link in the description and use the code Bobby for 6% off.
What's up, ballers? It's Bobby Buckets back with another episode of NBA Live Mobile, and today we're going to be doing another shopping spree. We got about 4.5 million coins ready to be used up to buy some new players. So our main objective for today is to not have anybody rated 88 or 87 left. Now, I might have to make an exception for Tim Duncan because power forwards for the two-way lineup are still pretty expensive, so I might have to leave that one. But I'm going to be trying to improve those other lineup positions. So we're going to start out with Jimmy Butler in the two-way lineup. He's our shooting guard over there, so hopefully we can find some improvements for him. We're going to search 90 overall or better starting out. Ooh, Jimmer would be a good option. Earl Monroe. Let's see. Oh, Kevin Durant. He's probably going to be too expensive for us right now. I should have picked him up during the event. So we're going to be searching for, let's see who we got 700K or less. Anybody good? All right, nobody 700K or less. Let's try 800K or less. Come on, give me something. All right. Looks like we're going to be picking up Jimmer, which I do not mind at all. He's got a 94 three-pointer, and he's a 91 as well, so that's going to help us out. And it looks like this 710K one is probably the cheapest we're going to be able to find. So right off the bat, picking up Jimmer, we're going to go put him over there, see how that affects our two-way lineup. It is one of my weakest lineups right now, so glad that I was able to replace him. Hey, that bumps us up to a 90 overall two-way lineup, which means we get a pro pack as well. And hey, Ryan Anderson, team of the week, is actually not too bad. I'm going to leave Tim Duncan alone for right now. We might come back to him if we have enough coins at the end. Next, we got to replace that shooting guard, James Harden, for the small ball lineup. So we're going to try to get 90 and above as well for that one. Let's see what kind of options we got. Joe Dumars, Klay Thompson. Obviously, Joe Dumars is going to be the cheap replacement option, but he doesn't have a very good three-point rating. CJ McCollum is actually not a bad card. I've played with that one before, and it's probably relatively low-priced since he's been out a while, and he's only at 90. Obviously, T-Mac is going to be an option. Let's see what our options for 600K and below are. Obviously, Joe Dumars will be in there. CJ McCollum and Joe Dumars. Trying not to drop too many coins on one position. The thing is, I really want my small ball lineup to be good because it's one of my best lineups for League versus League right now. So I'm probably going to end up going for the better player as opposed to the better overall. So I'm going to snag that CJ McCollum because I know he's pretty solid. So we're going to buy now on that one. I'm pretty sure that was the cheapest one. Hope it was. Okay, yep. So we're going to replace James Harden with him. And we're still going to be at a 90 overall there, but I'm all right with that. Next, it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of replacing shooting guards today. We're going to be replacing Jody Meeks in our defensive lineup. Let's see what kind of options we got here. So, defensive lineup and shooting guard. So, obviously, we have Steph Curry. I would really, really like to pick that one up, but we're not going to be able to afford it, so we're going to have to go somewhere else. We could get Jeff Hornacek. He doesn't really have a great three-pointer, though, and he's pretty expensive. Could go the way of T-Mac, but he's going to be too expensive as well. Don't really want that DeRozan because he's got really solid stats, but not a good three-pointer. Let's see, where is Pete Maravich? That's who I was looking for. He's got an 89 three-pointer, which is pretty good. I'm pretty sure I've seen him for less than 1.1, though. Otis Birdsong, I played with him before. Absolutely terrible three-point rating, especially for a shooting guard. I thought there were going to be more Jeff Hornaceks up than that. We might end up having to go with Vince Carter. Let's see, 620K. He might actually be the cheapest one. The thing is, Jeff Hornacek is not Jeff Hornacek. What's his name? Pete Maravich is 3 overall better. Let me see how much Pete Maravich collectibles are going for. Maravich. And we're searching for collectibles right now. If they're going for cheap, then I might end up getting those. Ooh, those are only 100K a piece plus. Oh, it is 300K for collectibles. Let's see. See if there's anything. Oh, there's a 49K. I might end up building him. Yep, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Oh, although it seems like only the jerseys are the cheap ones. Come on, give me some better options. There's an 84K. Let's see. So it's going to be 600K plus 300K. That's still way cheaper than 1.1 million, so I'm probably going to do that. We'll go ahead and search 90K and below just to get the cheapest options on these. So we'll snag a jersey for, let's see, 42K. Looks like 42 is probably the cheapest. Yes, it is. So we'll snag that. Then we'll get the year collectible. And then, let's see, we'll search 90K to probably up to we'll say 110, I guess. That way we're not losing coins building him as opposed to putting him together, or not building him as opposed to buying him right out. So we'll buy that one for 110. I really should have scrolled all the way through to see if there were cheaper options, which there were. I'm not sure which one is the one that we need 3 of. I'll have to check on that real quick. So actually, I think they're under weekly programs right now, which is interesting. So scroll in. Let's see, where are you at? Pistol Pete. There he is. So add all items, and we'll need, okay, so we just need year collectibles and elite trophies right now. And I think we need 2 year collectibles. Let's see. Pete and collectibles. There we go. Hopefully your collectibles aren't going for too much. Let's see, 110 and below I think is what we were doing. And all right, so we're gonna have enough year collectibles. Let's see, there's one for 99. We'll buy that one, and the 97 as well. And that's gonna put us. It's gonna be an expensive set, but it's definitely better than the alternative. So I'm happy with that. Let's make sure I'm not buying too many. I'm pretty sure. Okay. So 100K, and then we got to go buy some elite trophies. So I'm just going to go to whatever the average price is right now. Not going to take the time to snipe them because that little boost isn't going to help us a whole lot. So buying elite trophies. Oh, got to search for trophies, not just collectibles. And I think 20K. You know what, I'm going to check 19K just in case. Don't want to just throw away coins, but not affecting me too much. Oop. That happens randomly sometimes. Don't know why. It happened again. What in the world? Come on, don't do it again. There we go. All right, so 20K is basically the average. We'll do 19.5. I'm sure there are quite a few listed there. Yep.
So 1, 2, 3. All right, 4. Come on, let's make this faster. I'll probably speed up. 5. Oh my goodness, 6. Let's keep it going. 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 and 13 and 14 and 15.
All right, there we go. Got everything that we need for that Pistol Pete set. So we will go back to our weekly programs. That probably cost us, I'm trying to think, probably close to 900K to put him together, which I am perfectly fine with. Let's see, gotta find him and add all items, and we'll claim him. That's going to be a big boost. That's a 6 overall boost to our defensive lineup, so he's definitely going to be worth it. Pistol Pete right there, my team, and highest overall. Oh, and it bumps us up to a 91 overall franchise as well as a 91 overall defensive lineup. So that is definitely a solid pickup. I'm glad that I did that one. Next, we need small forward for the big man lineup. So we'll be searching 90 overall for that. I know there's a lot of really good options there. I just don't know if any of them are closer to 90 overall than they are to 96 or 99 overall. Small forward, that's what I need to search for. All right, big man lineup. Chandler Parsons, I'm sure he's got a decent three-pointer. 88, that might be who I end up going to. Although Sean Elliott's pretty solid too, although I have played with him a lot before. Jimmy Butler, all right, we got a lot of good options here. I'm not sure why I haven't bought an improvement here before. We got Vince Carter right there, but I'm not going to be able to afford him. We could go to Dominique Wilkins, but I don't think his three-pointer is all that good, although his other stats are monster. 95 shooting is crazy good. He's also got 90 speed. Oh, let's see. How much is Chandler Parsons going for? 750, 800, Is there any, you know what, we're going to search 750 and below. Probably going to end up going with him. 750, 1, 2, 3. And Sean Elliott and Chandler Parsons looks like the only options. Although we could get Sean Elliott for 440. Oh my goodness, this is a tough decision. Let's see, Sean Elliott, his lowest stat is a 78. Chandler Parsons' lowest stat is also a 78. Man, this is a tough decision. Okay, so the real question is the 1 overall upgrade worth it for an extra 310K? And I don't think it is, so we're probably going to end up going the Sean Elliott route. I think the cheapest was 440. Yep, looks like that's the case. So we'll end up picking him up, and we will probably upgrade that position further in the future. So highest overall on that one, that stays a 91. And let's see, onto our shooting lineup. Okay, so our shooting lineup is totally solid all around, which means I get to choose which position I want to go to next. So we're probably going to end up shelling out a bunch on our two-way power forward, since that's the one that we need to improve the most. Position, nope, not small forward, power forward. It especially doesn't help since they took away the Sean Kemp set, so that was really the only one that people really used anymore for the 89s and below. Now I could go to Bob Pettit, but he doesn't actually have that bad of stats, but I just don't like the card all that much. Let's see, we got Kevin Garnett right there, Amari Stoudemire. So we do have good options, just not really ones that I can afford right now. So we got 2 million coins. We could go big time and get Draymond or Dirk. I think we could probably afford one of them. Maybe not. Let's see, where's the cheapest Draymond? 3.5. All right, we cannot afford Draymond or Dirk. I'm probably going to leave that alone for now because neither of those are really worth it to me. So we're going to try to improve our 89s now. So small forward and center for the two-way lineup are two ones that we need to improve as well. Let's see, small forward, center, two-way. Obviously, the best option would be Karl Anthony Towns at center, but still can't afford him most likely. Didn't think to search by overall as well. So let's see, Scottie Pippen. Wow, he's actually cheap. Oh, that's not the legend Scottie Pippen. Jahlil Okafor, he's a new card. Wow, he's got some really solid overall stats. I think there's actually a 91 overall Jahlil Okafor as well. I'll be keeping an eye on him. Let's see, Paul George. I think he's probably got solid stats. Not actually that good compared to Andrew Wiggins. Let's see what this Kawhi Leonard. Oh, wow. Not very good at all. I'm a little bit disappointed by those stats. I know this Carmelo Anthony is good because I played with him. I might end up going that way if I find a reasonably priced one. Let's see. Don't really want to get Dwight Howard. Oh, my goodness. Those stats are so sad. Let's see. What are other options? Carmelo Anthony for 1.1. Ooh, Bob McAdoo. All right, so he's a 94, but terrible three-pointer, but all of his other stats are good except for his passing. And he's a 94. I mean, it's going to be hard to say no to that one, especially priced at 814K. Oh, and then Patrick Ewing for only 400. That's a good option as well. Let's see. Although Jahlil Okafor has some really nice stats. If there's a better Jahlil listed, then I'll probably end up getting him. But I know that I like that Patrick Ewing card. You know what? We're going to search for probably 900K and below. That'll simplify this a lot. Let's see. We're going to scroll to the very end because the cheapest ones are most likely going to be close to. Although, ooh, there's a James Worthy up for only 680. Although he doesn't have a good three-point stat either. So if I was going to choose between him and whoever that 94 was, I'd probably go with the 94. There's a Dwight Howard for 790, but that's just not a good card. So we're probably going to, although Karl Anthony Towns, oh, wow, those are beautiful stats. Oh, decisions. So we're probably going to go ahead and get that Bob McAdoo. Definitely the best overall option. Hopefully he plays better than his stats indicate. And then now we just got to find a center. We'll search for, you know what, we'll keep it at 90. So now it's just deciding between overall and what actually works better. I'm probably going to get this Karl Anthony Towns. If you compare him to Patrick Ewing, oh, wow, Patrick Ewing's stats are not good at all. All right, I'm probably going to go with Towns, and let's see, what was the cheapest Towns? Not seeing a whole lot. Those two might be the only ones that are up. Let's see, there's one at 800 and one at 625, and it looks like 625 is the one we're going to go with. So I'm pretty happy with that improvement. All better stats than Joel Embiid. So we're going to go to highest overall again, and actually bumping our two-way up to a 91. So big improvements for our two-way lineup in this episode. Let's see, we're up to about 15 minutes now. I'm just trying to be as efficient with my coins as I possibly can be. We're going to look at defensive point guards, because usually point guards are some of the cheapest in the game. 91 point guard for the defensive lineup. Let's see what kind of options that gives us. James Harden. Ooh, Kyrie Irving, Chinese New Year. I'm sure that's a really solid card. Oh, but we only have 576K left. Oh, that's going to hurt us. We could grab a Gary Payton. He does have better three-pointer, but not a lot better. Oh, I really wish I could afford that Kyrie Irving. I might have to come back and buy him some other time in the future once I sell a couple of these elites that I've replaced. Yeah, I think if I search 550K, it's only going to leave us with that Gary Payton. Oh, wow. Not even the Gary Payton. Oh, it was probably 575. Let's see. He should show up now. Yeah, I'm probably... Let's see if there's any good options for 90 overall, because if there are, then I'll probably end up snagging it. Let's see. Nope, Gary Payton. All right. So I think the other one was two-way or small ball center. Let's see if there's any good options there. I know we got Pau Gasol right there right now. Chris Webber, Joel Embiid. Neither of them a whole lot better than who we have now. Yeah, don't really want any of them. Trying to use up this last 500K. Who should I go? Let's see if there's any good power forwards for the defensive lineup. Although that Michael Beasley has a pretty nice shooting stat, 90 overall. Power forward for the defensive lineup, and we'll search at 575,000. Anything good? Ooh, Zach Randolph. Those are not pretty stats. Draymond, you got anything good? Not anything particularly amazing about either of those. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. I think there have been a couple good centers added for the shooting lineup, but they're not going to be a whole lot better. I'm trying to think. There's one position that's been really overpowered recently. You know what? I'm going to see if we can still afford. I think we can afford something to upgrade power forward for our two-way lineup. So we're probably just going to finish off with that and see if we can get an 89 or better. I think we can get a Sean Kemp. Yeah, that's going to be our only option. So we'll snag that one for 500K, and that will be it for this shopping spree. So made some pretty big improvements. We're still making our way back to a 92 overall lineup. So I'm surprised we were able to make it back as fast as we were, considering what we lost and what we had to work with. But I'm pretty happy with these lineups right now. Pretty soon we're going to be going for functionality over overall. So right now we got a lot of players with good overall, but they don't play that well. So I'm going to be trying to change that up in future shopping sprees. But that's going to be about it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you did. And I will see you guys next time.